All right, guys, happy Monday. Let's get to it. We're doing pictographs still. Some third graders went on a field trip to the zoo. They voted for their favorite animals. The pictograph shows their choices. How many students chose giraffes as their favorite? Now, before we get into that question, let's look at the graph because we want to always look at the graph and see the information and get our data before we answer any questions. So, as we see here, they're going to use a stick figure to count the votes. Now, each stick figure equals 4 students, which means giraffes isn't 4 votes. Those are 4 times 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, or 4 times 4. So what we would need to do is you can either count how many stick figures there are and multiply it by 4, since we are using multiples of 4, or if it's easy for you to do repeated addition, you can just do 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. For example, this first one here, there's 7 stick figures. So in my mind, I'm going to do 4 times 7, which we know is 28. And I did this here on the graph on mine right here. Now, when I would be counting my apes, I would have to notice that, hey, the apes are only 1 extra stick figure from the snakes. So instead of having to count all the way back from 0, we want to save time so we can get to the next problem. This is testing strategies. You have to notice these things. You have to notice that this is only 1 more than the snakes. And we just took our time to count the snakes and realized it was 28. So we just have to add 4 more to realize 32 was the count for apes. And we do this for each of the animals in the graph just to get our numbers and our data. Remember, we always want to do this first, even before answering questions, because once we have our data, then if that's in front of us, it's much easier to answer the questions. And the question here is how many students chose giraffes as their favorite. And as we said before, there are 4 stick figures. Each stick figure stands for 4 students. So like here, 4 times 4, 16 students chose the giraffe. Okay, and I showed it right here. You can either do repeated addition or you can multiply, whichever strategy is easier for you. All right, let's go to the next problem. All right. Actually, it's the same problem. I just have a few more questions. This is actually where the data comes in handy. This is why it's so important to write everything down. If you do things in your head only has so much memory. This is here. We can use it as we answer the questions. So question number 1, how many students chose lions? Well, lions had 3 stick figures. Luckily for us, we already did the data before there. And 3 times 4 equals 12. These are similar to the types of questions you're getting. So this is really practice, practice, practice. How many students chose snakes? Well, lucky for us, we also did the data up here. 7 stick figures times 4 equals 28 students chose snakes. Here's where we can get to some bumps in the road, and you just have to read the questions carefully. Keywords here are many more. How many more students chose giraffes than lions? So we know that if they're asking how many more, we know that giraffes is more people chose giraffes than lions. But how many more? Well, if we look at the chart, we see that there's 1 more stick figure in the giraffes table than there is the lions. So does that mean only 1 more student chose giraffes instead of lions? No, that does not mean that, because we always have to look back at our key, and we know that 1 stick figure is actually 4 students. So how many more students chose giraffes? And the answer would be 4 more students, because there's 1 more stick figure, but that stick figure means 4 kids. So 4 more kids chose giraffes. Now number 4 says how many fewer students chose lions than apes. This one can get tricky, but it's just a subtraction problem, okay? Fewer is the key word for subtraction. So it says, how many fewer students chose lions than apes? Well, so how many fewer students? Well, we know based on filling in our data that 32 students chose apes. And how many chose lions? Well, 12 chose lions. So how many fewer students chose lions? Well, 32 minus 12 is 20. So 20 fewer students chose lions, okay? We're going to keep going. Now we have favorite zoo animals. We're still dealing with animals. This time, each picture on the pictograph is a hand. So we're dealing with hand images. Now these hand images don't count as one, they actually count as 6. So now looking at the table, we will fill this in together. So the first animal we have are goats. And how many hands do we have there for goats? Well, let's count together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 goats. And each hand, 6 hands, and each hand equals 6. So it's actually 36 goats. 36 students chose goats as their favorite. Now rabbits, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10. So 10 times 6. So 60 students chose rabbits, much more than goats. Llamas, we have 3 hands. That's 3 times 6, 18. This is where multiplication and knowing your facts, you should be doing daily fluency every day, either on your folders or going on to Reflex Math. Knowing your facts, math in 3rd grade especially, and the grades after 3rd, math will become much easier if you know your facts. And the last one is, see, I noticed right away, this is 10, so a full chart would be 10. This is 1 less than 10. So instead of having to count again, I know that's 9 hands, and we're counting by our 6s. So it's 9 times 6, which is 54. So as I was counting with you, I was also writing it on my table so that I have every data here. And now I can answer the questions. How many students voted for llamas? Well, we have that here. 3 hands. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. So 18 students voted for llamas. How many fewer students chose goats than pigs? So if we have pigs, we have 9 times 6. So 54 students chose pigs versus 36 students choosing goats. You're going to do, keyword is fewer, so it's 54. This is a subtraction question. 36. It's going to be 54 minus 36. We're going to carry the 10, borrow the 10. 14 minus 6 is 8. 4 minus 1, so 18. 18 fewer students chose goats. Number 7, how many votes did goats and rabbits get all together? This is back to word problems and keywords, guys. All together means this is an addition problem. So what are we going to add? Well, the 2 things they're asking for are goats and rabbits. So we're going to take the number from goats and the number from rabbits. Luckily, we already have it here. So goats are 36, rabbits are 60. 36 plus 60 is 96. So 96 votes went towards goats and rabbits. And the last question, how many more students chose rabbits than llamas? How many more students chose rabbits than llamas? Well, there were 60 people who chose rabbits and only 18 kids who chose llamas. Subtraction. And if I do 60 minus 18, let me work that out here. I'm going to borrow from the 6s, 2. All right. 42. 42. All right, that's it for today's lesson. There is practice and an exit set for today. You guys have a good day.